this mass already.
Yeah.
On his head. He's leaving.
Hi, George.
How are you?
Good. How are you? We're getting off at Somerset this time, but we're going the whole round.
All
Hi,
right.
George.
How are you doing on
Good
this?
to see you.
How are you doing on this lovely Friday?
Well, I saw this bus, and he told me that the seat was a little low, so I had 2 cool cushions when I started out, but I ran back to the shuttle bus behind me, and I got a 3rd one, and it's perfect.
Yeah, I saw this 7961. I checked on the Transit 55 website to see what bus you were gonna have.
Okay.
How is this one?
It's beautiful. It is, what year is it? December 2005.
You had 62 I was on with you. Remember that before?
That's right. So this one is, next month will be 15 years.
Oh, so December now, okay.
Yeah? Boy, is this nice to drive though.
That oldest bus you had yesterday, first 77, was that a bus or what?
Wow. It was old and it was nice.
I wasn't kidding when I told you it was good on takeoff.
Yeah. This one's not bad either.
The reason why we're getting off at Somerset, in case they put another U2 out, I don't want to miss it, right?
That's right. Well, I'm so thankful I got that 3rd cool cushion because I like to sit top.
There's Evergreen there, but what concerns me about Evergreen, if they have a U2 out and it quits
Wow.
on Fish Creek, then they're gonna have to cram everyone on that one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're not gonna get everyone on that one.
No, no. No, that's for sure.
If you were to do half loaded, they would have to send a big bus out, for 52.
That's right.
Just so they could get the rest of the people on.
Yeah.
When did they take the big bus off?
Ridership. Not very many people on the Route 52.
No, but I mean, when did they take it off?
That was, gosh, that had to be 2.5 years ago now.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
I was the one that was driving it, and I had to come over to the Route 12. which
so if I would have known you a couple years ago, I would have took that one.
That's right, yeah.
Did they get you another thing right away since you had to leave that one? Like when you go to Route 12, did they have to give you another thing, right? To say you were switching routes?
Yeah, that's right.
All the shuttles will be out tomorrow.
That's right. You're very welcome. Thanks.
How was your evening last night? Hey?
Yeah, it was nice. I went home and watched that football game.
Oh, I talked to Janelle last night. I told her you said hello.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, I watched the football game, and on my channels, they're not as clear as they were on Wednesday. Yesterday I went home and turned on the TV, and all my channels were. The picture was good, the color was good, but they're a little bit grainy, and I don't know what's going on. I think it's my internet. It should be clearer than that.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, it was beautiful. The picture was great. And now yesterday, it was grainy on every channel, just slightly grainy.
Must be the.
I didn't get home till 9:05 last night.
Oh, okay.
didn't see my dad for 23 and a half hours.
Yeah, right. Well, just glad this is the last day of the weekend.
Yeah. Are you getting your load at No, not right now, right?
No, on Fridays, it used to be on Fridays at 3:30, but for some reason I'm just not getting the crowds anymore.
Maybe it's a train timing too, right?
Could be so many different things. But right now I'm not getting it, but today would be, if I got a crowd, it would be 3:30.
Imagine if you hopped on that U2 train with me yesterday. Wouldn't that be something?
Wow,
if we went the whole way?
Yeah.
Man, they're old now, right? Aren't they?
Oh yeah, they sure are.
They've been great workhorses though, as I said. They ran that one for 4 hours yesterday. I thought it wasn't gonna make it.
Wow.
But I mean, the red line must be 20 plus kilometers long. If you do it back and forth, that's over what? 80 kilometers if you run them for... And then you have to come from the garage and back, so there's another couple, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So that U2 probably put about 85 kilometers on yesterday.
That's right.
It was well used yesterday.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes they gotta put them on every once in a while if a train breaks, right?
That's right.
But what if they break? Then it's just bad luck, eh? You have a new one and an old one break down on the same day.
That's right.
With the shape they're in now, I don't think they could go for another decade if transit let them.
I don't think so.
That would be, they would be catching fire by then.
That's right.
Why is it always at this light? It turns red as soon as they need to have a timer on that.
Yeah, it's, the timing is off. I used to be able to come down here and it would be a walk signal and I could go right through. But something's wrong. The timing has changed slightly.
The tranny's not too bad in this bus.
No, this is good. It's good all the way around.
It's definitely not as smooth as 7787, the one that they just rebuilt. That one was...
Yeah.
I couldn't even feel you shifting or what speed you were going. It was...
No, that was incredible.
Oh my god, like, yeah, it's the same thing yesterday with the takeoff. 7701, you beat the light with the takeoff.
It's very rare you get a transmission that's that smooth. That was...
Well, you know they just rebuilt it then.
That's right. Yeah, they did. With this one, you can really hear it when it shifts. It's not bad, but you can, like there.
You can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it, you can hear it. That's usually the way with most buses because we put so many kilometers on them. So that's usually the way. But
And the retarder too. Once you use the retarder, that needs to be checked every once in a while.
that's right, because I've had buses where the retarder was not working at all.
So you could smell the brakes.
No, couldn't smell them. Definitely.
Oh, on 7733, I was on it once. The retarder was broken.
Right.
So you could smell the brakes.
Wow.
You know, they weren't overheated, but you could smell them.
Right.
That smell kind of reminded me of the U2s.
Yeah.
So how did you run over to a shuttle bus? Was the driver not in it?
Yeah, that's better. No, he was. And he handed me over the shield, that plastic shield. He handed me, because he had 2 cool cushions. He was using one, and he had 2 more, so he only needed 1 more for the driver next after him.
Yeah.
So we were okay. He gave me one. Now I'm sitting perfect.
How was 7754 to ride on yesterday?
Yeah, it was okay. I don't really notice it too much because I'm talking with the driver a lot.
You probably driven that bus.
Oh yeah.
It has a different sounding motor, eh? That one.
That's right, yes.
But they may use a few different parts on each bus, so
Yeah.
maybe that plays a factor. Cliff would normally be here every day.
Yeah, that's right.
So right when we got off your bus, we saw the U2 leaving Shaughnessy. So we got a train and chased it down. We were waiting for 11, but I saw that, so we ran to catch the next train
Oh, okay.
and chased it down. And we waited for about 40 or so minutes for it to come back around.
Oh, okay.
It was well worth it.
Right, yeah. Wow. You waited for it? Holy smokes.
Well, any catch I can get now.
Right, yeah, that's right.
And there was one out on Tuesday, I think, apparently. They're putting them out more often now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Transit decides they don't want to sit them too much, right? They
That
want
could
to...
be, yeah.
Perfect for the weather.
And the weather's not that bad, so they...
That's right.
I find in the summer when it gets really hot, the brakes get really hot too.
Yeah.
Even on these buses, the motors in them.
Yes, that's right.
I'm the only one on right now.
One more after that.
One more, yeah, but it's quiet.
One person at the back.
Is your bus normally this quiet on a Friday?
Yes, it is. I'm missing all the school kids. I might get a few school kids from Centennial.
Remember one day on a Friday, it was 2:30, I was on your bus, you got a load then.
Right, that's right.
Well, that might have been another train and you got in luck to get the big load. It was at... So you're not getting a load lately, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Have you driven this once before?
Yes, I have.
When the transmission jerks like that, does the transmission ever get hot?
Not hot, no. Just, eventually it slips.
Yeah. When you're trying to shift gear.
Yeah.
They monitor that though,
They
right?
sure do, yeah.
Do they rebuild the motor at the same time as the transmission or no? Or does that happen in different times?
Yeah, different times.
But sometimes they do the whole thing over.
That's right.
Like that bus, everything seemed to be new on it, 7787.
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't that be funny to prank call Transit, you and me? Can I have this bus every day? They would be like, well, we can't give you 87. It's gonna be on another route every day, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You were happy to get this today. You haven't been getting many of these lately.
Not this, no, not like a 79 in the early 60s like that. This one's nice. Very happy to get it.
You had one in the early 60s though once. 62.
No, I got a few. 79, 64, 79, 63. 65, 66, 67.
When did the 07 start? 80s? 07 of
I
these?
think so, yeah.
So 7980 was the first 07.
That's right. I believe so.
This old girl's gonna be tired in 5 or 6 years. 5 or 6 years, you'll start to see these break down a little more.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, I got something to tell you. One of my people who comments on my videos,
Yeah.
film 7601. Isn't that something?
Oh, wow.
And he loves my bus videos.
Oh, okay.
He told him, wow, good to know, thank goodness 7701 is the oldest bus. He's like, maybe if I go into Calgary, I can get on it.
Yeah, right.
I got 27 subscribers now, George.
Wow, that's really good.
I keep increasing.
Yes, and you will.
The only C trains I film now is probably the U2s.
Okay.
You notice that with me? That's it. In the refurbished one once in a while.
Yeah.
What if they will bring out a new one? Right.
I already have all the new cars, pretty much. Hey George, I have all the new cars on my channel.
That's
Maybe
right.
a new model. Again. Maybe one will become
Maybe 2500s.
maybe there will be some charger already, right, on the seats.
Wouldn't it be nice if they put charger on our next gen C trains? I could plug my phone in
Yeah.
when I'm not using it.
Yes, that would be nice.
Free Wi-Fi.
Do they have something on the new C trains to do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
And maybe some Wi-Fi. So I can upload my videos when I'm on a new train. I can upload the footage
Yeah, that's what I thought, right.
I already have.
Yeah.
There's 7962, speak of.
Wow.
But when I was waiting for you, he pulled in. Have you driven the Chaparral route?
Yes. That's the 78. Oh, yeah. Not.
What's on 11 today, if I ask?
A bus.
No, but what bus? What
Oh,
bus?
one bus. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, I thought you didn't know what was there. I thought, oh, the driver's just walking around doing nothing. No, it's ooh, actually, I can't remember. I've already seen it. Can't remember. We'll see him. He goes north, or pardon me, south on Bannister Road. We'll then go north.
Oh, right here, sir.
Thanks. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Were you happy to get this one for a change?
Yes.
Oh, you had some nice 77s, I tell ya.
Yeah. When you said get this one for a change, you meant like nickels and dimes and quarters?
No, I meant it's nice to drive this one
I
for...
see. Okay, yeah. For a change.
I wouldn't buy this bus, nickel, dimes, and quarters.
No, but that would be a little bit of change, right?
How much are these worth anyway, brand new?
Okay, brand new, these would be running about right around 350,000 when they were brand new.
The Excelsiors, when we bought them, they were worth about that.
That's right.
What would the 75s be worth now? Junk.
Right now? No, not very much at all.
Just junk.
They'd probably be worth in the vicinity of maybe 20,000 or so, something like that, 30,000.
I think you couldn't keep the 75s maintained very well, right? Even though Transit tried.
That's right. No.
Did they
No.
try to keep them maintained?
Not really. Some vehicles just aren't worth maintaining. When we had a meeting,
Wow.
we had classes a long time ago. I used to have a lot of classes, and we got talking about the price of buses, and they were telling us how transit has to buy the lower cost buses in the vicinity of $350,000. That's their budget. They have to stay in that range all the time. But they told us that transit buses across Canada and the United States, they can range anywhere from $350,000 up to over $800,000.
900 grand almost.
Yeah, that's right. And that was years ago they were saying that. Gosh, that was almost 20 years ago. I can't imagine.
How much did you buy your Jimmies for?
I'm not sure, but it would have been again in the vicinity
Of 300 to 350,000.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder what the Nova bus cost.
Yeah, that I'm not sure.
Oh, they were probably not cheap because they're natural gas.
Where are they built? Do you know?
No, I don't actually know. I know these 2005 to 07 79s were built all in Winnipeg.
This is a Flyer. The Novas, they might be out of Quebec.
That's why they're not very good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're good in their own way, just the takeoff.
That's right.
And the one thing I miss about the Novas that they don't have is the roar of the Cummins engine like these do.
Right.
Right? They don't have that big diesel engine roar. They're very quiet.
Yeah.
They're nice inside though, and they're nice to ride on. Don't get me wrong. I like to get one on my channel once in a while.
Right.
My favorite ones are these 77s, and I always like to get on a 78.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite one, and I'm not copying you. I've just been on that bus a lot of time, the 41 one. Beautiful bus. The takeoff on 7841 is unbelievable too.
Yes, it is.
When you hit the gas there, I could really feel it.
Yeah.
Same thing with 787. I caught that on film, about you saying, oh, can you call transit to give me this bus every day? I was filming when you said that.
Oh,
So anytime I go back in that footage like I did, I just laughed my head off.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it, so you could laugh. That's exactly right.
I went back to look at the footage, I'm like, oh, I just laughed, I was bald.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Like you pull the transit and they say, oh, that bus has already gone out. Oh, don't pull it off the road. We'll get that one you want.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Which one would you not want to drive and they gave you it?
Any 7500. Don't ever want to try 7500.
They would rattle a lot too.
Yeah, and the 7600s, they're long past their range.
You know what? They are better than the 75.
Oh yes, at the time.
Have you driven 7601?
Yeah, I believe I have.
Now you got 7701. Look at with you the 01s.
Yeah.
You driven 7901.
Yeah.
Man, I wish they'd keep that one so I could get on it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm surprised they didn't keep it because it's the same year.
That's right.
Who knows? They might still have it around stored.
Oh yeah, it's a possibility.
Have you driven 19? That's an old bus.
What number?
79.
Oh, 7919. Yes, I believe I've driven that. Not very much. That one I didn't see much at all. I might have driven it once.
It was out last year or something, early this year, I'm not sure.
When you go back years ago, you go back, 15 years ago, yeah.
I want the Transit to start putting the 7800s on more. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm like you, I rarely get to film a 7800.
Yeah, that's right.
How much do you get them? Not very often.
No, not that often
Yeah,
at
I
all.
sell it. With all the games.
What if they gave you 41 on Monday? You would be a happy cat.
Wow.
And I've tested 1 and 2. I have the Uncharted collection.
Which one was that? 77 or 78?
So I don't
7841.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, I was amazed how good that 7701 was.
I wasn't kidding.
No, and I really appreciate, and I take over a bus that I know is good and like this for the whole day.
It's so nice.
The takeoff on this one,
It's not bad.
it's got some pep.
Yeah.
7701 though, I almost went back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that turbo noise on that thing too.
The Pico PS5 has like 100. It has a lot. Yes, it's nice. Yeah, it's impressive. Yeah, I know. It's
Did you ever have a 79 that was bad on takeoff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got a few of them.
I'm a GTA account.
Oh, a 79, normally these are all good.
Yeah.
Which one was bad?
Oh, just give me a minute. Is it 7967, I think?
Oh, I'm surprised.
I think it was.
What would it do? Just not want to go up the hill before you? When you go up the hill, when you go on Millrise Drive, then turn at the light there.
Right, yeah, that's it.
Well,
That was part of it. I didn't have to take off like that. You feel that. They didn't have that.
she'd buy it.
You can feel the takeoff on this one.
Sure can, yeah. That's what
That 7701 had some guts, though.
yeah.
Oh, so if you took me on a half-ton Jimmy right now, I could feel the power off of it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You would lift up off the ground. I find that hard to believe,
Yeah,
but you did.
that's right, yeah.
It wasn't as heavy because it was a mid-size, right?
That's right. It was half of a full-size Jimmy.
Hopefully I can get it. So I want to get it.
Man, you lift up off the ground. Were you scared when that happened?
Well, it didn't fully lift off the ground, but the front end would raise slightly, yeah.
Oh, and it,
No, not really scared, but you have to, with color, you have to be very careful.
and the driver before you warned you? Were you going together with him to your bus?
Not the driver before me. We were both going downstairs to get our buses in the morning.
Yeah.
So, he was a friend of mine. I worked with him before I got on the transit. I worked with him at Furniture World.
Yeah.
So we were friends, so he told me about that bus.
Be careful, right?
Yes,
Power.
he had had that bus before.
Would it accelerate like instantly, or would it be like the full-size Jimmy? It would take a while, or no?
No, it didn't take a while. Boy, when you push the throttle down, the gas pedal, man, the front end would raise and it would go right now.
That engine would scream too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I like about the Jimmys. When you take off, their engine would just scream.
That's right. Yeah, I used to love those, the Jimneys with the 3-speed automatic.
I really wish you could take 7701 today on the highway
Oh yeah.
Hear that engine roar?
Yeah.
And it roared yesterday.
It really did.
I wish you could take it on Deerfoot. Like, it's like, oh, Ethan wants me to do the express route. Can I do this so I can take this one on Deerfoot?
Yeah.
And if they said sure, I would be happy.
That's right.
I love the 77s. Like, on Max Till, you go on Glenmore Trail only for a few seconds.
That's it.
But you hear that motor.
It's like, yeah, put the child description on because I was like 13. So she was like, when you put the child description on, because there's some that are like really bad, but there's also some that are like really.
No, this is a real pleasure to drive. Like some city
They're
lane.
good, but like they're like.
You've gotten lucky with buses the last couple days.
I really did.
So
Right.
awesome.
I loved 89, eh? That was a nice one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
but no, it's pretty.
Yeah, that was
Shoot.
a nice bus.
That's a 79.
Yeah.
51. Have you driven that one?
Yes, I have.
Good bus?
It's okay, yeah. It's not bad. Not as good as this one right now, but it's okay.
Yeah, you're getting a so-so load. It's not even that big.
No, that's right. Wow.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Wait for it here.
Thank you.
George, this is a train load, eh?
Thank you.
Ooh, yeah, he's gonna be. It doesn't look that big from a distance, but when you actually pull in,
They came out inside waiting.
yeah. Yep. George, I see you got your load today. It must have been another train, that's my guess. They put some of the 4 cars on earlier on Fridays, eh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look that big from the outside, but when you actually pull in, you're like, oh man.
Came out from there.
Fish Creek. George, so you had a load like this going to Somerset once, or was it worse?
Not Somerset. I don't get anything out of Somerset.
No, but that one time you had a load like this
Oh, yes.
because the train broke down.
It was a lot worse than this. It was, I couldn't get, it took me, gosh, about 20 to 30 seconds to get the back door closed. There was so many people.
Holy.
Oh yeah, no, it was 100% right to the windshield. Literally, I could feel the weight. It was crazy.
That's actually.
Did you have a good bus that day, so could you take off?
Yeah, I did.
If you don't have a good bus with that many students and people, you wouldn't be able to take off. It could be because it's Friday too, right? A lot of the students are out early. Lucky he doesn't have 7731 today. We wouldn't be able to get up the hill.
That one is heavy.
George, this is one heck of a bus.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Right, good. There's only ever been 3 times in 39 years that I had a load that was more than what I should have had. Only 3 times. When that train broke down at 53, that was,
It was a U2, correct?
I don't know.
It probably might have been because back then that's all we had.
That's right.
And then the second gen cars were just coming in the early 2000s.
That's right. But yeah, only 3 times. That's not bad. I've had some good loads over the years, but not where I was over 800.
But what happens at 52 is a shuttle bus? They ever put a U2 out again and it breaks down at Fish Creek? Then what are you gonna do?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Then what are you gonna do, right? If that U2 train breaks down near Fish Creek during rush hour,
Well, that's a little bus.
yeah, that's a small bus. You're not gonna get them on.
Well, no, it would take 10 shuttle buses.
Yeah, you can't even hardly get people on that thing.
But these buses here, I can overload them if I have to, which I have done 3 times.
It's like the Jimmies, right? You could overload them pretty good.
Yeah, these ones here, there was one, well, actually, that was a Jimmy, the first time I ever had to overload a bus. I had students like doing Route 56 and,
Oh yeah, Route 56, I've done that one.
yeah, but I had over 100. I definitely had just over 100 people on the bus.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
How could you take off? Because the Jimmies are sluggish.
Oh, I tell you, you gotta know how to drive if you've got that many people. Seriously, the weight is incredible. You're stalking this.
Yeah, exactly.
And another time when the train broke down at 39th Avenue.
39?
Gosh, that was around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh.
Even at 7:30, I pulled in, and it took me over 45 seconds to get my back door.
At 7:30 at night, that's way after rush hour.
This was about 2 years ago, so that was back when we were getting serious crowds on the C train. And at 7:30 in the evening, I was rolling straight to the room. Oh, over. I must have had again over 100 people. That was
Well, that train that broke down was probably another U2.
That's right. Most likely.
Because 2.5 years ago, almost the whole fleet was still around.
Yeah.
Only a couple sets were retired in 2017.
Right. That was only the second time then.
So 39th Avenue was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What route were you doing?
Let's see. Just give me a second. I was doing Route 12 at that time about 2 years ago. It was 2.5 years ago that I had to get off.
But you said it's 39th Avenue where the train broke.
Yes, it did, but about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So what happened was,
But Route 12 doesn't go there.
they couldn't get any other train to faster walk. And that was the problem. A lot of people were walking down McLeod Trail to, let's see, Chinook Station or whatever. And everybody was walking. It was a nice day.
That's why they're retiring the U2s because of that.
Yeah, that's right. But what happened was a lot of people walked from Heritage to,
You know, this year before this whole thing started, we were getting serious crowds, like in January there. Take the train during rush hour with the university students, it would be absolutely packed
yeah, that's right.
until like 6:30 at night.
Yeah.
So you were fully loaded at 7:30 at night, isn't that something?
Well, what happened was when the train broke down and hurt like that, a lot of people walked from Chinook to Heritage, and that took a while, and then they got another train and everything packed up. That's why at 7:30 I think we had that.
They probably got a new train out to pick them up since the old one broke down.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a nice weekend. Did you need a transfer? Yeah, that's right. But normally at 7:30 in the evening, you know, out here, you don't get a big crowd like that. But,
Oh, if it's Stampede, you do.
well, everybody was grateful I got them on anyhow. But it took me 45 seconds, I remember, to get my back door. It was that crowded.
Speaking of being slow, what bus did you have the ramp that was really slow? 7956?
Well, that was just, what, a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Which one did you say?
7956.
Yes, that's the one.
I'm glad I wasn't on that bus that day waiting for the ramp.
I couldn't believe how slow it was. Seriously, I was looking at over 30 seconds to get it down to the city.
Still a good bus to drive, though, I imagine.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It's just around, that's all.
Man, that was a good story you told me then. I'm glad I wasn't on that bus then.
Yeah, that's right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
When did your load finally settle down that night? Not till 8 something.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that was the last trip that it was bad. That particular night, 7:30. When I pulled in, certainly I could not believe the crowd at the station.
But I mean, heard about a broken down train, you figured, okay, that's why.
Oh yeah, we heard about the train right away.
4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's right in the thick of rush hour.
It was. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's you're right. That was right in the rush hour.
Oh, a couple years ago, and even this year during rush hour, before the whole thing started, sometimes I would have to wait 2 or 3 trains.
But see, the nice thing about that, being able to treat that load I got at 7:30 p.m. By the time I got here, it was like this. It wasn't that bad.
But you still had quite a few people
Oh
on.
yeah. Well, actually, quite a bit more than this, but it wasn't bad. Mostly, a lot of people have already gone now. So I
Man, them poor old U2s must break down, but they serve their purpose, I tell ya.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's the one downfall of a double is that trace rate. You've got a lot of people in there.
You got a headache.
Yeah.
You got a headache to deal with. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And it's 52 if it breaks down right up this creek. It doesn't have to be a U2 that just breaks. What if a new one computer quits and they can't get it going again?
Well, that's it. Yeah.
So even if a new one breaks down, it's just as bad.
Yeah, I remember once a sea train broke down in the tunnel. That would have been Earlton.
Shoot. What did you have to do then?
You talk about a nightmare for the supervisors because you got to unload everybody in the tunnel onto another train in the tunnel. And that's, you got to be so careful.
And what if it's someone like me in a wheelchair?
Well, then you got more trouble. That's a good question. That happens once.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, now it has smoothened out quite a bit.
Yeah, and it didn't take that long either, but just over.
You had a load today.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but I think that'll be it for the day.
Oh, not at 3:30, eh?
No, probably not. I would be surprised if I had another good load.
You might though, you never know, another train.
That's right.
Man, I had so much fun on that U2 yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Man, but could you ever smell the brakes? Like, you know, have you ever been on them, you get that burning rubber smell
Oh,
sometimes?
yeah, I know what you mean.
And you can feel the heat sometimes.
Yeah.
I give them a year, another year, that's about it.
You're welcome.
Hey, George?
Yeah, that's about right.
Because they're gonna be, what, 42 years old by then?
Yeah,
43 years old?
that's right.
The city could refurbish them if they wanted to, but they can't though. If they had enough parts, they probably would.
Well, you got to take into consideration how much rust there is, because the labor, it's not cheap to pay a mechanics to.
But if our new trains were crap, then it would be worth it.
That's right.
Our new trains can be crappy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they just have a day where they don't want to work.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Not a bad day out.
No?
Kind of like yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's about just over 10 minutes if you ask me.
Yeah. very welcome. You bet. You take care.
Hear back from Cliff at all?
No. Haven't heard from him, but I told my daughter-in-law to tell him to come into our place starting the last week of November.
That'll give him a nice break.
Yes, that's right.
How does he get there then? Do you pick him up or do they take him in?
That's a very good question, Ethan. If my daughter-in-law is coming in, then she can bring him in. If my wife has to go out there for some reason, she can bring him in. If those two don't happen, then there is a bus from Airdrie you can pay for. It's only like $8 or $10, and the bus comes into Calgary.
But where would you get her to drop him off? Somewhere?
I think it drops people off downtown.
Would you drive downtown to get him?
No, he's got a blind pass, so he can ride the C train for free. So he just takes the train out from downtown to our place. It's one train.
Yeah.
And then he gets off at Shaughnessy Station or Bridlewood Station and catches the 11. Or he can walk up. It's not very far.
Or you know, if you're working, he can hop on your bus.
Yes, that's right.
He'll be happy to see ya.
Yeah, that's right. He's done that before.
He'll be out collecting bottles though.
Yes, that's right.
Are you taking the bottles out with him, right?
Yeah, I haven't taken them yet, but I'm going to when he comes in.
You do that weekend run.
Yes, that's right. Which reminds me, I got to return my badge for her. By the 15th of November, that's Sunday.
Oh, you're gonna return it?
Yes, because I got one more coming to me, so I might keep the last one. This isn't the last one, this is the second last one. If you don't turn it in, they charge you $15.
Make sure you go and do that.
I will. I might go in tonight. We'll see.
Would you just drive there though?
Yeah. Anderson isn't open, so I might have to go to Victoria Park Garage or Spring Gardens.
I would go to Vic because you live closer.
Well, you're right. You're right there, but also once you hit Deerfoot, you got no traffic lights all the way up to 32nd Avenue right near Spring Gardens.
Yeah.
So it's really quick as well. But on the Cloud Trail in the early morning hours, like I would go down around 1 o'clock in the morning to BP. But I don't know if they have a dispatcher at BP after 1 o'clock in the morning.
You might want to go when, like around 10 or 11. I would do that if I were you.
I could, but I don't care to go out that early. I like to go out around 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no traffic, no people.
You think they would have one there, right?
I don't think so. I think they go off shift around just after 1:30 in the morning when all the last buses come in off the road. At Vic Park, I think they don't have I don't think they have a dispatcher after about 2 o'clock in the morning.
I would go around midnight then.
See, they don't need a dispatcher at Vic Park because they have one at Spring Gardens that's 24 hours.
Well, then you can go to Spring then. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
You win either way.
Yeah, it's just a matter of making the choice, but I've either got to go tonight or tomorrow. Either tonight or tomorrow night. I didn't want to leave it till tomorrow night, so I might go tonight.
You know what? That way you can just come to work and drive the bus all day. You won't have to worry about it.
That's right.
So were you talking to the guy there? You didn't get off the bus right away. You told him the bus was good and everything?
What's this again?
The driver that relieved you yesterday?
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
What about it?
You told him the bus is good and everything? Is that why you take a couple extra minutes?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, just chatting, general talking, but yeah. There was a thing yesterday, actually. One little thing on the dash, on the left-hand side of the dash, just below the phone, there was a small space in the dash, and I was getting a little bit of cold air coming through. I didn't understand that. I didn't like that at all. So I told him about that. So it was kind of weird. I had to keep the heat on the dash all the time yesterday. I don't know. I didn't understand that.
Otherwise, a beautiful bus.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll be back on a little later, eh?
Oh, okay. Are you getting off at Brentwood Station?
Yeah.
Okay. So about what time do you think you'll be back on?
I was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna try to aim for.
Okay. Right.
If any later, it'll be 7:30.
Oh, okay. 7:30 at Fish Creek then.
Yeah.
And 7 o'clock at Shawnee.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I'll be back on either or.
Right.
I'm glad I hop on with you in the afternoon. Knowing that you work until later at night is nice.
Yes, that's right.
Now, next sign up, I have to be aware you're done at what, 7?
I'll start at 11:30 in the morning at Shawnee Station and finish 7:30 in the evening at Shawnee Station.
So it's not really a huge difference. I can still hop on at 7.
No, there's no difference really. A half hour difference, that's all.
I can still hop on at 7 if I wanted to,
Oh,
right?
absolutely, yeah, that's right.
Oh, you gotta let Cliff know your schedule then.
Cliff?
Yeah, later on, like next month.
Not really. He just has his own time schedule. Because he's retired, he just goes. It doesn't matter. He just takes any bus or does whatever he wants, really.
But he takes your bus a lot, I noticed, which is good.
Well, he was. Not anymore. Not out because he's out in Airdrie now, so I won't see him very much at all.
No, but I mean on the week to week, you might want to let him know, like, in the end of the month, though. That's no big thing.
Right.
They'd be putting 15 on soon, wouldn't it? The 15 big bus.
Yeah.
Maybe a little earlier today, though.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Came a little earlier.
Thanks for another ride.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming out. I really enjoy your company. Somebody drove over there.
Oh yeah.
And here. Wow. Oh, they came around. I think that's the same vehicle. Oh, is that all about?
I guess he's waiting to go into service. This bus ahead of us.
Yeah, that's right.
Do they just park there for a certain amount of time till it's their time,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah.
It looks like it could snow this weekend. I could tell by the clouds.
Yeah, that's right.
I know you're not gonna like it, but it might happen.
What's a 168? What route is that?
Legacy. Walden Legacy, yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's still in the area. You'll get a lot of people going out there.
I might be on back on your bus a little sooner though too. It depends.
Right.
I might be back on at 4:30 or 5. Who knows?
Okay. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice bus.
Really nice. Well, thanks
And then
for-
there's a CNG up ahead of you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the ones that really lack power.
Yes, they
I'll
do.
see you later.
Okay, thanks for
George.
riding
Take care.
around.
I'll see you in a few hours.
Okay, we sure will.